Welcome to you all in this online class. Some important facts are of this civilization of this chapter. First, script. Question comes: which type of script is asked? Which type of script was used by the people of Indus Valley civilization? Okay, this is the part of Indus Valley civilization. Script, this is the way of writing, right? The name of the script was pictographic. By the help of pictures and sign, now people used to write their feelings or expression. About 375 to 400 signs were used, pictures were used for their write-up of their expression. Till now, the script that was used by the Indus Valley people cannot be read till now. It is not deciphered. Deciphered means one that can be read. So it is not deciphered means cannot be read. There was a system, there was a thing, that's name was chart, that was used for weighing. It was made up of stone, right? It was made up of stone. They used to entertain themselves. There were different means of recreation. Those were chess-like game, singing, dancing, toy making. These were the means of recreation. Okay. Next is dress. There was the difference in the dresses between men and women. Men used to dress themselves with long, tight cloth that was called dhoti, and the women used to dress themselves with a long lehenga with shawl. In those days, cotton cloth was in use. Cotton cloth was in use. They used to wear rings, right? Rings, bangles, necklace, kajal, face powder, all these things were the cosmetic things. So these things were in use in those days. It proves that they were highly advanced. Now next is, how did this civilization come to an end? What were the reasons behind the decline of this civilization? This is very important question. Here you have to know there were some reasons behind the decline of or end of civilization, right? मृदुल, ये सकाला का क्या लिखता है तुम? One day principal sir has told me now if any student write this type of name, call their parent and ask them, otherwise you block his name. Mridul, I have written your name. Now next is, yes, you have written. You say I have not written. Duplicate or original Mridul. Now next is Mridul. Listen, Mridul. Natural disaster. It is said due to the earthquake, flood, or a change in the course of the river, earthquake, flood, or a change in the course of the river. These were the main reasons of the decline of Indus Valley civilization. It means earthquake took place in which all the buildings or maximum buildings collapsed, or it may be possible that flood had come during that period and the people died, homes and hearths destroyed, and this civilization became, ended, declined. Other point is also here. As we know, there was a big wall around that town and cities, right? It is said is the very high wall around the citadel of the Harappan civilization also proves or indicates that there would be the frequent invasion of the Aryans, and it became the main reason of the end of this civilization. So, in this way, these three were the main reasons of the decline of civilization or end of the Indus Valley civilization. This is on this slide. A question is based Aryans. Aryans were the group of people who came from Central Asia and they conquered the people of India and they defeated them and spread their culture here. Nowadays, we are said that we are the descendant of Aryans. Okay? So now in this way, Aryans were the group of people who came from Central Asia. They defeated Indus Valley people. They destroyed their culture. They settled here and they started their own culture. Nowadays, we are said that we are the descendant of Aryans. I mean, we are Aryans. It was a special race group of people. Yes. Now, next chapter is ended today, as I have already about the Indus Valley civilization. I'm sorry, Iron Age civilization. Okay. Now you listen. The Iron Age civilization. Actually, people of India came to know about the iron metal in 1200 CE. Many strong tools of iron were made like sickles, shovel, spade, axe, saw, nails. Some weapons like spearhead, sword, all these were taken. By the help of their tools, they cleared the forest and cultivation work was expanded. More crops were grown. There was need to sell it. So many towns and cities also developed because many people who used to make the sickle, shovel, iron work, they used to sell their goods at a certain place. The people from different area began to move to the certain place where they used to sell all these things. So these places developed as the town and cities. After that, trade also developed. Things were sold and bought on different places, right? They began to sell their goods in other countries or in other areas. In course of trading, they met with each other. They influenced themselves with the ideas of each other. And trade also became the way of the exchange of ideas. They learned a lot from other peoples, and other people also learned from Indians so many things. So this was the special features of Iron Age, right? Sickle, shovel, spade, axe, saw, nails, spear, sword, all these are. Clearance of forest, cultivation, rise of town and cities, trade and exchange of ideas developed, use of currency and started, and the old barter system was replaced. You know, barter system means a system in which the things were exchanged in lieu of the things. Next is, in those days, literary achievement also were obtained. There were many people who set up their relations with other countries. In our own country, some remains of Greek culture, Roman culture, or Iranian people had been or were found in dockyards or at different trade centers. It proves that our relation was with other countries. In those days, literature were also written. I mean, literary development took place. Many records or books were written, and they used to explain the things. Actually, it was not only to keep the records, but the literature was the medium for their self-expression and communication of ideas. So these are the features of the Iron Age generally. Now next stage, a comparative study of the three civilizations. In your book also it is written Greek civilization, Roman civilization, Iranian civilization. What was the religion? Here name also written, which gods were worshipped in Greek civilization, which were worshipped in Roman civilization and Iranian civilization. Here names are written clearly. This worship God, they used to worship God. I mean Greeks, name was Zeus, right? That was the supreme God. Many goddesses were there. Roman used to worship Vesta, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, etc. So in this way, here names of the gods and goddesses are written. Occupation here is also written. Agriculture, shipbuilding, trade, sculpture, poetry, pottery, agriculture, trade, fighting. I mean, here column wise it is written. You can know it well now. And question also comes from this chapter. What was the invention in Iranian civilization? What were the inventions in the Greek civilization? So in this way, you can make some inside question by yourself. Now, next stage, the Vedic civilization. Now, after Indus Valley civilization, Iron Age civilization developed, and one of the most important civilization in India under Iron Age was Vedic civilization. Okay, the term Veda means knowledge. The term Veda means knowledge. There were 4 Vedas. And these Vedas are the main source of information of this age. It is why this age is known as Vedic age, right? 4 Vedas are written in this period, and this period is known as Vedic period. I have not written the name of all 4 Vedas because here I have given all 4 Vedas picture here, and names are written clearly. Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda, and Atharva Veda. Veda means knowledge, and 4 Vedas were written in this period, and this was called, and these Vedas are Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda, and Atharva Veda. Actually, what happened? First of all, Rig Veda was written, and this period was known as a Rig Vedic period. Actually, what happened? Vedic period expansion or the period is very large. So it is divided for the convenience of study. It is divided into 2 parts. Vedic period, early Vedic period and later Vedic period. In early Vedic period, only Rig Veda was written. And in later Vedic period, 3 Vedas were written. Yajur Veda, Sam Veda, and Atharva Veda. Right? That is why the later Vedic period is also known as Trivedic age. Trivedic age because 3 Vedas were written in this period. Now, so in this way, you have seen here the early Vedic period and later Vedic period. The Rig Veda was written in the early Vedic period, while rest 3 Vedas were written in later Vedic period. After that, some other books were written, and these were called the epic. And since these great books were written in this period, epic were written in this period, it is why this period is known as epic age, where Yajur Veda, Sam Veda, Atharva Veda, Brahman, Aranyak, Upanishad, all these 3 are related with the explanation of regarding the matter of Vedas. And this age is known as epic age. Epic age means the age when Yajurved, Samved, Atharvaved, Brahman, Aranyak, Upanishads were written. Aryan composed hymns. Hymn means shlokas, mantras, mantra. Rig Veda is the oldest Veda, having 1000 hymns, mantras, and 35. It was written in 300. It was composed in 3,500 years ago. So this is the information and knowledge of regarding the Vedic civilization in short. Now next is mantras were there. 1000 mantras or hymns are there. Now next is political condition. What was the political condition in that period? Actually, Raja was there, but Raja was quite different from the later Vedic period king or nowadays kings, right? Yes, mantras were there. Raja in early Vedic age, there was the Raja, I mean head of the state. Actually, in those days, a Raja had no capital, no cities, no army. King, yes, Raja. In those days, king was called Raja. It is why the term Raja is given in your book. So, Raja in early Vedic age had no capital, no army, no palace, I mean palatial buildings, no tax collection, no hereditary kingship. Hereditary means family members. The kings of family, the kings of the same family, right? This type was not there. But in later Vedic period, what happened? Large kingdom emerged, developed, right? Kings became hereditary. I mean, family members began to rule country. They were small scaled kings, but greater kings were called Samrat, Maharaja, and they were the head of the large kingdom. To help them, there were some officials, persons. They were Prohit. Prohit, I mean priest class, right? Prohit, priest class. Next was Mantri, right? Mantri were the ministers. Senani, commander of army. Gramini, headmen of villages. And Sabha and Samiti were the committee organization. Sabha was the group of elder person of local people, and Samiti was the group it was a large assembly. Sabha and Samiti used to make the law, rules. This organization used to decide the decision or used to take decision. I mean, these were the decision making body. Policy making, not decision. Decision was taken by the king. So they were the policy making organization. Next, in those days, to show the power, Raja or king used to organize, celebrate Ashwamedha Yagna or Rajsuya Yagya. Ashwamedha Yagna, in which Ashwamedha Yagna was done to declare the power of a king over the big territories. I mean, no one is greater than him. And other was the Rajsuya Yagya, in which they used to, Rajsuya Yagya was performed by the king to gain supreme power, to attain supreme power. So in this way, these were the two yagyas. In Ashwamedha Yagya, Yajna, horse was sacrificed. Recently, you have seen one scene in Ramayana when Lord Rama has organized Rashtriya Yagya, and Love and Kush has Ashwamedha Yagya, in which Love and Kush has given challenge to Lord Rama by keeping the bridle of horse under his own control. Now, next is what was the social condition? Now, very interesting. Actually, family system had already developed. The family was the basic unit of society. The head of the joint family was Grihpati. Actually, Grihpati was the oldest person of the family and he was the head. His decision was obeyed by each and every member of society. Women had very good place, well respected, right? And they were highly educated. There were some women who has composed hymns of the Vedas like Lopa, Ghosha, Mudra. These names are written in your book. Now, next main point of the society was what? Society was divided into four varnas. Here you see four varnas: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudras. Here you see it indicates the Brahmin group. These Kshatriyas, the king who protects a royal family or the person, group of person, whose main work was to save or protect the people. Here you see King Sin is here. After that, the Vaisyas were there. Workers and traders, and other was the social servicemen that were called Shudras. Here you see four persons are here who represent the four groups: Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudras. Okay. Next here you see other point is what? Life was divided into four periods, four parts: Brahmacharya, Garihast, Banprasth, and Sannyas. Grihast, that is called. Here Brahmacharya, where Gurukul is there, and Brahmins also is teaching to their students. Now, just after 5 years, the boys used to get education before the Guru, and this age from birth to 25 years is known as Brahmacharya life. Brahmacharya ashram. Here it is, I'm sorry because here it is hidden. 4 ashrams were there: Brahmacharya, Grihast, and last 2, Sanya, Banprasth, and Sannyas. Now, in this way, 4 ashramas were there. In Grihastha, you see, when the student used to return from Guru's ashram, they used to get married, they used to marry, and after that, they used to bear the responsibility of their family for rest 25 years. Grihastha ashram. Very good. Now, again, I will discuss it when I will revise. Now, you see, next is occupation. Agriculture was developed. Apart agriculture, other occupation was the domestication of animals, pottery, weaving, carpentry, jewelry making, etc. were the main occupation. Wheat, barley, rice, beans, these were the crops. Cows, buffalo, sheep, goats, these were the animals. And in this way, these were the occupation. Next is religion. Aryans used to worship many gods. Gods were the representatives of nature forces. For example, Indra, Vayu, Prithvi, Agni. Indra was the god of thunder. Vayu was the god of wind. Prithvi was the god of earth. And Agni was the god of fire. Next, Yajna was organized, done, in which milk, ghee, grains, flesh were offered. In later Vedic period, other gods became famous: Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Rama, Krishna. Brahmanism and Hinduism developed here. Yagna was expensive and temples were also built during this period. The law code of Manu was written here, and people began to follow the rules and regulation. Okay. Some achievements were there. In science, use of iron was there. Carpentry, farming, tanning, iron work started. Next, astronomy was a favorite subject of the people. Now, in which people learned about the movement of the heavenly bodies. Earth moves around the sun and the moon moves around the earth. This type of knowledge was obtained in that period. In mathematics, people were very advanced. They knew about arithmetic, geometry, algebra, zero, decimal system, cube, cube root, etc. So this was the achievement of people in the field of science and mathematics. Now I am going to unmute you. All the question answer will be given to you. I will help you.